So let's talk about running campaigns. First thing is, what the heck is a campaign? There are a lot of different terms with similar definitions. A lot of the time I think it's tomato, but let's get clear on what I mean when I say campaign here. So first for us is a generally accepted definition of what a B2B marketing campaign is. It's an organized effort to connect with customers. It spans multiple channels, content types, stages, etc. And it's time-bound and tied to an objective or problem set. Then a couple of my own additions to the generally accepted one. A campaign originates with a thematic idea that you want to drive in the market. It flows from your strategy and channel selection, not the other way around, not something separate or random. And it involves both fuel and engine, which fuel and engine takes me to one of my favorite frameworks. This is from MKT1 again. An efficient marketing machine needs both fuel and engine. Fuel is needed for the engine to work, but is next to useless on its own. These are some examples of fuel here. There are many more. Engine is the fun part, at least from my perspective, and this is typically where growth marketers are living. Again, some examples of engine stuff. So often, us marketers value what's easily measured instead of measuring what's valuable. An engine is much easier to measure. So usually we do much more of that stuff, sometimes at the expense of or without the necessary fuel. Great marketing machines need both. In questioning whether you've got a fuel problem or an engine problem is a really nice way to triangulate what actions you want to take. Okay, so let's talk about running campaigns. Another favorite framework of mine from my old boss, Jeff B. This is a great framework to use when you're thinking about your campaigns. Which one of these does your audience need more? Can you do both at the same time? Campaigns fall into one or more of these categories: performance, product, brand, and category. This is like tending a garden with different vegetables. They're all healthy for you. They're all kind of related, but they are different. So the mix and match is going to vary. Each category of campaign serves different objectives. And eventually you're going to need all these plants to grow. All right, so on the right here, we've got a diagram of the typical campaign's life stages. And on the left here, 5 steps to running campaigns that are going to add more value than activity for your business. Step number 1, run campaigns. Surprisingly, this is the one that most of us miss. Actually run them, build campaigns into your operating process. Step number 2, plan as far out as you think you can, and then go a little bit farther. Step number 3, cut. Cut ideas, channels, tactics, messages, etc., until it feels like you've cut a little bit too much. It is easy to add more later. Step number 4, use pre-mortems to make better decisions, get buy-in, and orchestrate your efforts. And then step number 5, monitor your inputs and outputs rigorously and be decisive when you see a strong signal.